Hello, Glitch Reaper here. Yeah, I was in the mood again to do some witching as Scarlet Witch. Adjusting mic just a little bit. Okay, that ought to work. Anyhow, as I was saying, I was just feeling really witchy, so I decided to do some more Crazycraft since I've been doing a lot of witching here. And I've got a few very special things set up, so I'm gonna be getting over to that real soon. So, yeah, thing is, as you know, I've got my TARDIS as usual, and can go all sorts of places with it. I've gone to Wakanda a few times. That's a dimension added by Superheroes Unlimited. And for some odd reason, I just felt it was a good place to... Oh, wait, almost forgot. Just in case something tries interfering, it might be a good idea to change the time with that. I do love that item. And yeah, that is universal. It automatically changes whichever dimension... What? Rain? Oh. I have something for this. Let me see here. Apology, I need to read the book. There's a spell in here. No. It's that one that has the... I'm pretty sure this is the one that stops the rain. Up, up, up. Right, right, down, up. Right, right, down, down. Okay, see that's thing. I'm pretty sure this one's the one that stops the rain because I know it's a real whopper as to how it looks. So let's try this. Up, up, up. Right, right, down, up. Right, right, down, down. I'll try to remember that. That wasn't it. See, up, 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 right, right. Oh, down, up. Okay, that's where I went wrong. Up, 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 right, right. See, down, up, right, right, down. Wow, that's expensive. But it works. Okay, I just wanted to do that to have a better view of my really nice structure here, my Witchery tower. You're probably wondering why you're hearing testificate. Apparently, goblins speak testificate. This beautiful tower over here that I designed using a bit of chisel, a bit of carpenter's blocks, and those are custom NPC banners there. You can apparently just craft them with one of those special benches that they've got in the mod. Interesting thing, I was originally thinking it would take a lot of mandrake root to put it on as a symbol, but apparently you just need one. You just sort of press the symbol on. The item isn't actually stored in it. So I wound up having a lot more mandrake root than I originally thought I'd actually keep. So I do have a good supply right now. Let's see how my citizens are doing here. Can I actually trade with any of you, or are you just granting me power through the statue I've got down there? I can't trade with them anymore as a side effect of this. You're probably wondering, okay, what's up with this really cool looking witchery tower you built here? And by the way, these are lava stone from, also from chisel. Apparently it has specialty blocks it also offers. And really? Really? It costs me so much energy to do that. It's like, no matter whether you use a code or you use something, it's an in-game mechanic. I swear every time that you turn off the rain, it just wants to be back. So, yeah. After this, I'm going to have to really... alrighty, that was... I need to recheck that. Okay, it's 3 ups. That was it. That's how I started out. Oops, I don't have enough oomph. Not think about that. I could use that other spell to recharge myself. Do I got regeneration? No, I do not. Not right now, anyhow. Okay, okay. I can still do some other witching, though. Because I need to show why I'm here. Otherwise, this is a little weird. Okay, just ignore the... Well, I apparently teleported myself right into the fence. Okay, this is a statue of the hobgoblin. A hobgoblin patron, sorry. Notice it actually has my current skin. This is because I bound myself to it in this short ritual. And the thing about it is, whenever they're close, they will give me power. So these hobgoblins are basically kind of worshipping me right now. Yeah, in fact, the fact that I drain so much power might actually be a good thing. Does it just like slowly recover, or do I have to... I'd rather not aim at it with this, though, because that could be a bad idea. And it's supposed to also, like, help you get infusion power back. I'm not entirely sure how. Do I have to click a certain place? I've got more worshippers now than I had before. This is supposed to work. Never mind. I'll go on to my other thing. Now, which way did I come in? Did I close the door? Yeah, it's a good idea. I decided to do this tower mostly to protect my hobgoblins because, well, monsters can show up in Wakanda too, so just in case of an invasion by, say, a mantis, I wanted them protected. And yes, mantis will show up in this dimension for, like, no particular reason, because, or spawn logic. Anyhow, and I've zipped myself in and out because there's, like, no way something can path directly to them. They should be safe. How I got them there is I just went around this dimension and in forest and stuff, and I used my teleportation powers to pull them there. Yeah, you can do that with Witchery. And I'm just gonna go back in my TARDIS now. I gotta be very careful about when I use that spell that recharges me, because if I do that, sometimes it'll make you think that someone's attacked you, or that you're attacking yourself and designating yourself as a target. So, like some of those YouTubers I've got around that I've got allied to me will attack me because they think I'm targeting myself for some reason. So that is definitely a weird interaction you do not want to happen to you. So I'm getting very far away from them right now so that I can do this. And since I have my Scarlet Witch outfit, I can fly. That's... okay. I don't know how eggs keep getting projectily shot out of this thing. They just do. So which ones do we got here? Stink bugs. Okay, at least it's stacked with something already present, otherwise that would have gotten really weird. Okay. Well, in that case, which was that one to recharge myself? I know it's one of the later ones. Ah, there it is. Right, up, down. I remember that one. Okay. Hopefully nothing thinks I'm accidentally attacking myself when I do this. Nobody coming for me? Preferably want to be in the regeneration line. Okay, that's good. You can tell I'm just trying to recharge myself here. Because that sucked up a lot of energy whenever I undid the rain. So, yeah, I'm sort of witching around. And I want to make sure that I have a good supply of power, just in case. And also note, sometimes this hurts more than other times. I don't know how it determines damage compared to power recharged. So that's definitely a thing. By the way, how you get this particular spell for Witchery is while you've got a flame imp and you give them like various little treasures like gold and diamonds and emeralds, then they will sometimes give you special spell secrets. These are things that you consume and you get the spell suddenly on your list. Normally you know everything automatically with the book, with like a few exceptions of things you can and can't do. But for the most part, you have pretty much all your spell knowledge in this book called Witchcraft Symbology, which is basically about drawing these symbols in the air with this mystic branch. And this is some high-level witchery stuff, so it could be a while before you charge yourself up to it, usually. I mean, in Crazycraft, there's all sorts of resources and things that drop, like, or for that matter, have as treasures, random stuff that from, like, everywhere in the mod pack. That helps. But otherwise, there's other things. I don't well, I might want to keep this book on hand again. I mean, it came in handy to have my spells automatically there, and that's why I keep that in my bag. It's like just in case. Oh yeah, I also have my circle. I have some spare books in here. Actually, I actually received some regular like Witchery books from the Pac-Man. That was funny. It's like suddenly, oh, by the way, just have a spare copy. I'm like, but I already made that. Oh well, I'll just keep it around. It comes in handy just having this. But how I originally bound that, oh, right on the right page. You see, you needed the statue, which I got from a random Pac-Man. But the other stuff I had on hand, because I have my Witchery garden over there, so I'd need like a belladonna flower, a poppy, and a dandelion. You know, poppies and dandelions are really easy. I mean, 4,000 altar power that you need. Not that bad, actually, if you just plop it down in the right area. So I've got like a running altar I've got that I can just put around anywhere. Plus I got that one over there that I used mainly to power my machines. In case you're wondering what the beating is, that's, well, demon hearts. I've taken out more than a few, so yeah, having them next to your altar helps. Although the sound can be a little, yeah. What's the range on that sound? At least it's not too terribly much, so that's not too big of a deal. Anyhow, let me see, did I put that stuff here that I was going to use? Yeah, that's where I've got my huge selection of stuff. But anyhow, what I'm planning, and you may wonder why I've got this huge selection of things in here, including nether stars and witchery ingredients and stuff like that, is there's actually a way to create custom spells for witchery. And it's sort of indirectly sort of an interaction of things, but it is part of the process and it's part of the mod. But what you do is you have to get one of those Leonard's urn. Excuse me. You have to get one of those Leonard's urns, which normally in Witchery would be an incredibly intensive process. But again, random loot really helps. I really hope this doesn't. This probably won't go as far as to hit the fire, so it'll be okay. You gotta admit, item frames and portraits have this weird thing where they bounce around like crazy, whether they're knocked off or, in the case of item frames, the item inside them. But how this process works is you may note that, well, this is a witch's cauldron. And here's the Leonard's urn. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take those stockpiled ingredients I planned out there, and I did like a lot of planning with another mod pack whenever I had the opportunity to check out some witchery stuff, and I found out how this whole customization thing works. What you do is first, there's something special about how this thing works. Yeah, that looks a little fancy, and you're probably wondering, well, what do you put in here? Well, what you put in here is custom brews. What I mean by custom brews is that Witch's Cauldron allows you to brew up not just specific brews and potions and some specialty items that you may already be familiar with Witchery, but it also allows you to basically create custom potions with special effects, and I'm just curious what my fortune is. I just have this weird urge. Is it still saying the same thing? I will stumble and fall. Okay, I guess I fulfill that just by like hitting the ground and actually taking fall damage. Funny thing is, I'm in a suit right now that doesn't take fall damage, so yeah, I'll have to do that later, because I'm sort of doing a quest line with that. You just keep doing your fortune, and eventually you actually face Baba Yaga. And she's actually pretty darn awesome to fight, so I just want to do that at some point. No other reason. I mean, I've already got her hat somewhere because of, again, random stuff, but I want to fight her. I honestly just want to see what it's like to fight her at some point. So I'm going, you know, even though I got some of this stuff randomly, I still want to fight the boss. So some of that stuff I'm going for it. Now, how this process works, and yeah, please ignore beating hearts. How this process works is first you make a custom potion. You put stuff in here, and there's various factors on it as to what all you can do, like how powerful you can make your potion, and what effects you can give it, and what levels those effects are, and how long they last. It's actually pretty involved. I mean, if you ever really wanted to just expand the custom, like the regular potion making process in Minecraft, you might want to consider just the fact that Witchery actually has made it a lot like how they originally wanted it to be. Because they wanted it to be where you could have potions made in a cauldron. And I'm not sure if they was really wanting to like mix them up, but I know they want them to be more combinational, like to have all sorts of crazy things you can do with them and stuff eventually. And this basically does that. Now, here's your guide. This is the, I want to put this all the way back, but this is your guide to Witch's Brews. And normally you'd use this to come up with a few specific things that you'd have to make in your cauldron, like, oh, say, your special chalks, your mutandis, and a few other things that are pretty common in doing them with the Witchery mod. But the thing is, most people don't go past that. Now, I decided, I'm going to look into this thing. I'm going to see what all I can actually do. So one thing you can do with it is you can actually use it as part of a ritual, where instead of doing like a circle magic normally, you do it with the cauldron, and you can cast its brew as a ritual, like against a target or an area or all sorts of stuff. But you can also use it to make custom potions, and that's sort of what I'm going to do here. Now, there's a process to it. Like, you have to give it capacity, you do your power and duration and stuff before you actually determine the effect, and all sorts of things like that. Like, I think here it actually says the order of operations in this part, if I remember right. Yeah, here it is. The first thing you do is you add your special ingredients that add capacity, which is why I have all that stuff laid out along the top part, I think, of my special chest. It's all my capacity things, and I'm going to max out each one, so I'm going to be showing how to do that. Now, if you've got modifiers for them, that's when you add them, like the power and duration type things. And then you do your effect, and you repeat over and over until you have your full brew all powered up. Now, sometimes you'll increase the extent and the lingering. These are for particular effects, and I'm trying to remember if I have any in my special selection or not. I don't think I do. But something extra important is dispersal. Now, normally whenever you make a custom potion, it's something that can be used on yourself. Sort of like the default brew in Minecraft is to drink it yourself. Well, if you set dispersal on the other hand, you will change how it's released. Like if it's a splash potion, or if it's a gaseous form or something like that. So, for example, with dispersal, you have like instant, which means it's basically a splash potion. You have gas, where it creates these gas cloud blocks around that last for a while. Liquid, and the triggered effect is special. But basically, gas and liquid, I'm probably not going to be putting into these. I'm going to be doing them mainly a splash potion, because whenever you use Leonard's Urn, it will not accept a potion that's just for you to drink. It has to have some extra dispersal method. So if I use gunpowder to make it a splash potion, for example, then suddenly it all works out, can go in there, and operate. Now, the purpose of Leonard's Urn is basically to cast your special brew as if it were a magic branch, a mystic branch spell. Sorry, I'm still tripping over things. A little excited again. It's been a while since I've been on Crazycraft. Oh well. Anyhow, I have these things mostly lined out already in my special chest, so that shouldn't be a problem. I do need to, however, make some space in my main inventory here. Put up my book and some things. So I'm going to zip over and do that. Thank you, flying suit. Oh, a little too far. It's been a while. I forgot how fast that is. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Collection of Witchery books. Okay. Whew. Anyhow. Oh yeah, I could probably put this back in the bag, so that'll work out fine. Because I won't be needing this for a little while. In fact, I probably won't even need to have some of the stuff immediately available, actually. I can at least reposition a few things. Because I will need a lot of my hot bar ready. Well, not exactly. I mean, I could throw it all out from my inventory, but this is sort of a bit more visual for it, so, Okay, let me see here. I got different ones planned out. Do I already have my bottles in here, too? Yeah, I have my 4 bottles. That'll be important. Okay, all of these will need to have their capacity maxed out, and so that's these ingredients here. You got your mandrake root, regular nether wart. You got just a moment. I know, I'm just doing something. As I was saying, you got tear of the goddess, which is something you have to distill with witchery. You got diamond vapor, again, you need to distill that. Regular diamonds and regular nether stars. In case you're wondering why I have so many nether stars, well, there's some things in or spawn that drop nether stars as loot, so I may have knocked off a few of them. Now, a lot of this other stuff I planned out for my special effects, because you can have basically up to 4 special I guess you could call them brewcast spells with Leonard's urn, or at least per urn. So I pretty much got this as a maxed out case that I can alternate between. These things are for adding power, and these things are for adding, like, duration. And of course I got my 4 gunpowder for making them splash potions. So I've got this whole thing planned out as to pretty much how it's going to be. I make sure I'm part of that process. I'm running a little lower on time than I originally thought for doing custom spells. But I think I've explained it pretty well as to giving the general idea behind it. So I think I'll probably make one now, and then just see where that goes. So I think I'll just start off making one, so I'll get my first set of like, capacity ingredients. This is what gives it the internal space, I guess you could say, for special effects. And you do have to actually throw these in order, which is why I wanted to put them on my hotbar like this, because that reminds me exactly which order they're going in. Oh yeah, I think my first special one I wanted to do... Oh, yeah, there's that problem. Yeah, I do have a lot of other stuff. But I guess I can temporarily put some of this stuff up, because I won't need it immediately. Hope that doesn't cause problems, because those alchemical bags I've had an interesting issue with that I've found. Apparently it's not exactly a wise idea to be holding it whenever you leave and re-enter the game. I just put that there. Shoveling. Oh, here's something interesting. Almost forgot about this. It's all the way back whenever I played around Christmas. A gift sack with a miniature mannequin. It's like a tiny version of a mannequin from, know this whole thing with the poses? You've probably seen this on Crazycraft here and there. Well, thing is, that's because, I think I can do I have to do it that way, or do I have to hit it with an axe? I think I have to hit this with an axe. Nope. Pickaxe? Yep. Okay, never mind. I was just to take that while I could. Anyhow, let me see here. I was going to do some of these things in order. Now, this is a special one. I don't want to empower that. I want to empower that. Still thinking things. Do my empowerment before that. Okay. And I got this stuff ready. I'll need one of my glowstone dust for, let me see, 1, 2, that I don't, 3. So, actually I need to do this for 3 effects, because I remember which ones of these I actually needed to do. See, these are for duration, that's like everything. So let me see, this is 1, 2, 3, okay, so I have enough for those. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'll just need 1 gunpowder because my dispersal method's like a one-time investment, I guess you could say. Okay, and I think that's everything I need.